About Z for Zachariah. Excellent, excellent motion picture. Unexpected. It was on one of the film channels yesterday. It's a few years old, so not recently launched, but somehow I never heard of it until yesterday when I was extremely satisfied. Only three characters. Chiwetel Ejiofor, fantastic. We know him, 12 years a slave, and so many more. It's fantastic. One of the best we have. We can see. Margot Robbie, again, and Chris Pine. The latter was more of a surprise. I mean, I knew of the other two that they can perform miracles. Margot Robbie was recently nominated for some of her roles, phenomenal. Um, but Chris Pine. So there's John, Chiwetel Ejiofor. There's Anne, Margot Robbie, and there's Caleb, Chris Pine. This is the world after the virus, the coronavirus. I'm kidding, but then it's not my laugh. Who knows? They say the second wave may be, but let's stop here. And think of the movie, which has some echoes in the past. That's to its advantage. It makes you think what can happen. Maybe you have this chance to meet with Anne in the post-apocalyptic, post-Armageddon world. She's alone on this farm. She explains at one stage that her relatives, father, sort of a priest, brother may have been killed by John, actually, to spare his suffering. That's another thing we learn as we move along about the tragedy, the horror. And so she's left alone because the others went to find people and help them and whatever after this radioactive doomsday machine or whatever was triggered. She has this dog, Ziki. Name is gone. Interesting name though. As she's alone there at the farm, which also has a shop attached to a gas station, she sees a man in one of those costumes to protect against radiation or the coronavirus. In it, there's John. He's, alas, affected when he goes to a stream. The water comes from another place, and so he has to get the shot quick. She's helping him. They have water there from a well, and then there's a lake or something which has origins underground, aquifer, whatever, and that's fine. The two get together well. Indeed, the film is more interesting as psychological, romantic, social drama, if you will, the interaction between the three characters, than as what happens after the apocalypse. That's too a key element, but it's not concentrated on that. We don't see special effects with downpours of, I don't know, radioactive ash, whatever. But as they get together, maybe he makes the mistake of saying, okay, let's take it slow. She's after some time spent together, after he shows he's such a solid man, they know they're alone, basically. It's the last man on earth, and woman, and then another man. Because it is isolated, they're trying to figure out maybe that's the crest, the mountain, and what have you, and which protected this place up in and near the mountains. And so she's ready to sleep with him, if you will. And he says, no, I desire you, but we have all the time. And then Caleb comes in, and he may spoil it all because he's religious, because there's a race element. He says at one point, I see the way you look at each other, and I don't mind. You go ahead, says John. Maybe it's his mistake. Excellent film.